As night falls and the light gradually fades, we close our eyes and embark on the journey of sleep, a mystical moment where the body rests, the mind transforms, and the soul finds warmth and serenity. But does the mind completely shut down when we sleep? Or does it shift into a subtle, distinct state while still remaining present? Let us explore this profound question through the lens of Buddhist teachings and modern scientific discoveries. As twilight gives way to darkness, both our body and mind begin to shift in rhythm with the gentle pulse of the night. Familiar sounds soften, light dims as if filtered through a thin veil of clouds, and our racing thoughts gradually slow down, breathing deeply in stillness. This transition is not a sudden shutdown of consciousness, but rather a smooth passage into the peaceful universe of sleep. According to the Buddha's teachings in the Sigalovada Sutta, each person must find their golden measure of sleep, not too much to avoid sluggishness, yet not too little to prevent mental disorder. Sleep, therefore, is not just a time for physical recovery, but also a period where the soul lightens its burdens, letting go of stress and anxiety in exchange for tranquility. When we release the burdens of the past day, the mind feels liberated, ready to embrace moments of serenity. Scientific research has also confirmed that as we enter sleep, our brain waves gradually change, from the rapid waves of wakefulness to the slower waves of NREM sleep, allowing both the body and brain to regenerate and refresh cells. A common misconception is that the mind completely shuts off during sleep. In reality, according to Buddhist philosophy, the mind always exists. It merely transitions into a different mode of operation, one that is subtler and free from the chaos of waking thoughts. Buddhism analyzes the mind through the five aggregates: skandhas, form, body, sensation, perception, mental formations, and consciousness. During sleep, these aggregates do not disappear, but temporarily withdraw, maintaining essential bodily functions like heartbeat and breathing. At the same time, the concept of citta, the mind stream, suggests that even in deep sleep, a continuous flow of awareness remains, manifesting in simple yet vital sensations. A well-known story tells of the monk Sona, who struggled in meditation due to excessive effort in restraining his mind. The Buddha used the metaphor of a lute. If the strings are too tight, the sound will not be pleasant. If too loose, they will not play at all. From this he taught that the mind must be delicately tuned, neither too rigid nor too slack, to achieve natural harmony. Just as a lute must be tuned to produce a melodious sound, the mind must be relaxed to reflect tranquility. This principle not only applies to meditation, but also helps us understand that during sleep, the mind gradually unwinds, restoring energy for the new day. As we drift into sleep, beyond the relaxation of the body, an extraordinary inner world unfolds, the world of dreams. Dreams are not merely fleeting images, but vivid reflections of our emotions, memories, and subconscious states that may go unnoticed in waking life. In Buddhist teachings, dreams are seen as mirrors reflecting the hidden experiences within the mind. A vivid example is the story of King Pasenadi, who was troubled by a series of disturbing dreams. Rather than interpreting them as omens of the future, the Buddha explained that these dreams revealed the king's inner conflicts and anxieties, reminding him of the importance of inner peace. Modern science also reveals that dreams typically occur during the REM stage, when the brain is highly active emotionally but less rational, allowing for memory processing and mental cleansing after a long day. Dreams act as a delicate mirror, reflecting the depths of our soul that often go unnoticed in daily life. The convergence of Buddhist philosophy and modern scientific discoveries has opened up new perspectives, showing us that dreams are not just products of the mind, but opportunities to understand ourselves and uncover hidden messages within. As we enter deep sleep, external activities seem to fade away, replaced by a stillness like no other. However, according to Buddhism, this state does not mean the complete disappearance of the mind. The concept of bhavangacita describes an underlying stream of consciousness that persists even in the deepest sleep, serving as an invisible foundation that sustains life and awareness. During slow-wave sleep, SWS, brain activity significantly decreases, dominated by delta waves, which help the body repair cells, release growth hormones, and strengthen the immune system. This is a natural restoration process, akin to an internal laboratory where both the body and mind undergo complete renewal for the coming day. Research shows that while the level of awareness is reduced, a form of background consciousness remains, much like the Bhavangacita concept. This suggests that even in profound stillness, the mind is always in a state of readiness, awaiting the moment of awakening. Deep sleep is not an empty void, but a sanctuary where the mind and body rejuvenate, preparing for the challenges of a new day. As birds sing and morning light gently filters through the window, the process of waking up begins. Awakening is not merely opening one's eyes. It is the mind's transition from rest to alertness and mindfulness. This is the moment when the mind revives, ready for new experiences with renewed energy and clarity. The Buddha himself had a habit of rising early for meditation, creating a moment of peace before engaging with the day. This practice not only helped maintain inner tranquility, but also laid the foundation for a mindful day. Modern scientific studies also suggest waking up naturally, rather than abruptly with loud alarms, to allow the nervous system to harmonize and enhance cognitive performance. Waking up is not just the return of light, but the renewal of the mind, ready for the goodness ahead. A touching story tells of a monk who struggled to maintain mindfulness in the morning until he learned the art of listening to his body. He realized that each morning was a precious gift, a time to reset the mind and regain inner balance, allowing him to face life's challenges with calmness and wisdom. How to cultivate a peaceful mind. In today's fast-paced world filled with pressures, the mind is often easily disturbed. How can we maintain inner peace? Here are some Buddhist-inspired practices to achieve a state of mental tranquility. Chanting and copying. Sutras, reciting or writing sutras helps focus the mind on the Buddha's teachings, reducing negative thoughts and fostering patience. Listening to Dharma teachings. Absorbing Buddhist wisdom purifies the mind and broadens our perspective on life. Applying the Dharma in daily life. True peace comes from practice, responding wisely to challenges instead of reacting with anger or fear. Awareness of impermanence. Understanding that everything changes allows for greater emotional flexibility and ease in facing life's uncertainties. Cultivating compassion. Acts of kindness, no matter how small, can dissolve negativity and bring warmth to the heart. Observing ethical conduct. Living virtuously eliminates unnecessary worries, creating a foundation for inner stability. Practicing meditation. Meditation helps train the mind to observe thoughts without attachment, leading to greater clarity and balance. Reflecting on karma. Recognizing that actions have consequences encourages mindful choices. Living simply and gratefully. Contentment with what we have reduces unnecessary desires, bringing about a peaceful life. Mindful recitation of Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. Repeating these reminders keeps us connected to wisdom, compassion, and spiritual guidance. Sleep is not just a period of rest, but a profound journey of the mind, where worries dissolve, renewal takes place, and balance is restored. The interplay between Buddhist wisdom and modern science teaches us that, whether awake, asleep, or meditating, the mind is always present and can be cultivated toward peace. May each night be a journey of self-discovery, where we listen to our inner voice and regain energy for a new day. And with each morning, may we nurture stillness through chanting, meditation, and mindful living, realizing that true happiness exists in every moment of life. With every step on this path, we not only learn to care for the body, but also understand the importance of nourishing the mind. In a noisy modern world, simply pausing, listening, and practicing these time-honored teachings will allow our soul to remain serene, clear, and filled with hope.